Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Microsoft has just released Mineworld. Mineworld is an advanced world model developed by Microsoft for Minecraft, enabling real-time interactive simulation of the game environment. This model has been powered by a large visual action autoregressive transformer. Mineworld can generate high quality, coherent Minecraft scenes that respond accurately to user selected actions, just like playing the actual game. This model has been trained exclusively on Minecraft data. It allows users to start from any in game frame, choose an action such as moving or looking around, and instantly observe the resulting changes to the scene, all within a browser based interface. This model has been designed for research and creative exploration. Mineworld demonstrates strong controllability, fast inference speed, and offers a new benchmark for action following capacity in open-ended world models. We are going to install it locally, and I will also show you how you can run and play with this model. What I'm not going to do here is to show you the actual Minecraft and how those scenes are being done, because that may be copyrighted and I really don't want to get into the bad books here. So let's get started and then we will see how it works. Let me also give a huge shout out to Mast Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, you can find the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. This is my Ubuntu system and this is my GPU card, NVIDIA H100 with 80 GB of VRAM, and as per their model card you would at least need that much GPU. So first up, let's get started by creating a virtual environment. I'm just using Conda and Python is 3.10. Next up, let's git clone the repo and I will drop the link to it in video's description. Once that's done, let's install all the requirements. So that would include, I believe, a lot of torch and transformer and other stuff. Going to take a couple of minutes. Let's also get introduced to our sponsors of the video, who are agentbot. Agentbot lets you effortlessly deploy a personalized knowledge bot across platforms like Discord, Slack, and others. It is ideal for open source tech communities and startups that provide user support, and I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Okay, now let's install Hugging Face Hub because we also need to download the model checkpoint, and that is in Hugging Face. For that, you would just need to grab your read token from your profile from Hugging Face. That's a free token. I am logging into the Hugging Face CLI, and now I am going to paste my read token here, and I am logged in. And then we can simply download this model from Hugging Face CLI in our current working directory by using this command. So you can see I'm just simply downloading this Mineworld model by just simply copying this command repo here. Okay, sorry, I just made the typo here. Let me fix it. And now the model is being downloaded. It's a small repo, it's not that huge. So let's wait. And I'm not going to use all of these checkpoints, by the way. I will just use one of them. And the model has been downloaded, as you can see, and now we can do the inference. For inference, there are two ways. You can either do it through CLI or you can do it in your web browser. They also provide a script for that. As you can see, we are just taking this Minecraft game scene as an input, and then we are using this checkpoint. This is already present in our directory here, and from there I am using this config which they also have provided, which I will show you shortly. The scene which I'm going to use for this is this one. This is a simple Minecraft scene where it is mining and doing this sort of stuff. It's a big scene, you see it is 3 minutes 27 seconds. So I'm not going to do the whole gameplay here. And you can of course download it from the repo, or you could just upload your own Minecraft game scene. Okay, so let me run this. And there you go, it is running on our local system at the moment. So let me access that 7861 port localhost. and it has loaded this grid demo, and it is using, still processing it using the frames, as you can see here. So let me quickly show you the VRAM consumption. It might vary too, so let me quickly, sorry, so it is still loading, so it is just over 8 gigs. So let's wait to see how far this goes. So the demo is now fully loaded, takes around a minute to load fully. So if you look at the controls at the bottom, this is where you can try it out. So for instance, at the left, this is a start frame, and let me make it a bit bigger. If I'm not sure if it would fit into screen. Okay, now much better. So you see there's a start frame. So if I just click on jump to start frame, this is a start frame. If I say okay, jump to this frame, this will be the new frame for us, and then you can simply keep going. So once that's done, you can also use the camera X and Y from here. So you can, and this will be between -92 and 90. So just for the sake of this, I'll just click here, and then you can click on run, and then it is going to use the model to process it. Let's also check the VRAM consumption in real time. So you see, it is using this massive amount of VRAM at the moment. Interesting, and it will keep going up as we progress through it. And let's wait for it to come back. And there you go, you can see that it has now changed the camera angle a bit. So primarily what is happening here is that we are running a browser based interactive Minecraft simulator, and we are selecting an initial game state, as you can see from a video frame. Then we can choose actions like forward and then click on run. Okay, so forward is not working at the moment, and then you can jump to the start here. There you go, you can move the frame. Let's see if it can do the sprint. Let's run. Okay, let's see what it does with the sprint. So you see, yes, sprint is working, that's good. So primarily we can sprint, we can move, we can turn, we can jump, and then we can also use it to generate and display what happens in the game next. So you run it, and it is going to tell you what is going to happen next. So if you really think about it, what is happening here is we are using an AI model to play the Minecraft game, where model is imagining the next frame, showing us what would happen if you took these actions in Minecraft by generating new visuals that look like real game footage. So it's a way to see how well this AI is understanding and predicting Minecraft's environment and game mechanics, all through a simple web interface and without having to play the game yourself. So this is not the only model, by the way, which we have covered for the world models or for the real-time gameplay. If you go to my channel and search with world model, you will see that we have covered heaps of such models on the channel in the last couple of years. So check it out. I mean, this one is quite good, I would say. Of course, very controlled environment, very limited, but this is just a start. So once I think this thing improves, maybe you can use this AI model to play against you in the real world Minecraft. That's it. Let me know what do you think about this. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps. Thank you for watching.